So if you take example of India, we have accounting standard which we call as Ind AS or Indian
Yes.
Accounting Standard, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, globally, every country has uniformly accepted accounting principle which we call as IFRS. Okay,
IFRS.
right? Similarly, in US, we have called US GAAP. Okay?
Generally accepted.
Yes, correct, correct. So, accounting principle is nothing but it gives us a standardization for
Yes.
every accounting treatment.
Yes.
Correct? So, for
Yes.
every treatment, they have come up with what should be the accounting treatment. So, the objective is that every organization should give the treatment in that particular manner only.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
if we take example of let's say retirement benefits, correct?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
the manner of calculating gratuity, okay,
Hmm.
yeah, manner of calculating let's say leave encashment,
Hmm. Hmm.
what provision should be recorded, right?
Yes.
So for them they have given formulas, so every organization has to follow that, correct?
Okay. Yes.
Similarly, for fixed assets,
Hmm.
also every accounting standard has set of rules which needs to be followed, correct?
Okay.
So what happens here is, let's say a company,
Hmm.
let's say take example of a company which is let's say registered in India.
Yes.
If you take example of let's say TCS for example.
Yes.
So TCS, as per Indian standard, it needs to follow let's say Indian accounting standard for example.
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, TCS is registered in US as well, right?
Hmm.
So TCS US has to follow let's say US GAAP or IFRS for example.
Okay.
Correct? So here, what is happening here? The same company needs to follow two different accounting principles,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
for that, SAP has come up with concept called as ledgers. Okay,
Yes.
so you can have two ledgers. So what we
Okay.
call as leading ledger, and another ledger is called as non-leading ledger. So how this ledger concept helps us is that we can have, so for example, let's say TCS, what
Yes.
TCS will do for following the Indian accounting standards, it will record all the accounting entries as per leading ledger.
Yes.
Okay, so here they can report all their treatment as per Indian accounting standard,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
But TCS US has to report, has also need to do local reporting as well, right?
Yes.
So in US they will be required to file the annual returns, correct? Like we
Yes.
file in ROC returns, right? So
Yes.
in the US also there must be requirement to file annual returns, right?
Yes.
But in some of the cases, the treatment between IAS and US GAAP might be different.
Okay.
Okay, so there can be cases, particularly in case of fixed assets, for example,
Okay. Yes,
the
sir.
life it might be different. So let's say, if it example of let's say vehicle.
Yes.
Okay, so in India for vehicle depreciation rate might be let's say 10%, for example.
Okay.
Okay, but in US it might be 15 years. Correct.
Okay.
So
Yes.
here what will happen is depreciation will be different. In
Yes.
India, it will be as per 10 years, but in US,
Yes.
it will be as per 15 years.
Yes.
Correct? So how
Yes.
it can do? How it will be possible for TCS to do the reporting as per the local standard? So it is possible
Hmm.
through non-leading ledger.
Hmm.
Okay, so how non-leading helps us is that it helps the company to
Hmm.
report the transaction,
Yes.
to report the transactions as per the local requirement of the country.
Okay.
Here,
Yes.
yeah. So what TCS can do here is it can it can map the Indian accounting standard against Ledger 0L, okay,
Okay.
and it can map US GAAP to a ledger which is called as non-leading ledger,
Okay.
okay. And let's say if it wants a consolidated books of accounts, okay,
Hmm.
because for TCS being registered in India, right,
Yes.
it
Yes.
also needs to present consolidated financial statement.
Yes.
Okay, consolidated means across globe, whatever is the transactions, they need to report as a uh, in the form of consolidated financial statement. So here, what it can do is it can to take the reporting at 0 level, including the US company.
Okay.
Okay, so how the this ledger works is that every entry, okay,
Hmm.
every entry posted by user
Hmm.
is automatically posted to leading ledger as well as non-leading ledger. Clear this statement, Kiran?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so user need not take special efforts. Okay,
Okay.
so once you have applied both the ledgers,
Hmm.
leading ledger as well as non-leading ledger to the company, okay,
Hmm.
what system will do? Every transaction posted by user, it will
Hmm.
automatically post both the entries to both the ledgers.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
but let's say for any transaction, okay, where the treatment is different,
Hmm.
then the entry can be posted only to non-leading ledger.
Hmm.
Understood this statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So imagine, let's say, for in India, let's say we are not required to make provision for, let's say, uh, leave encashment. Just an
Hmm.
example. In
Yes.
India, it's actually required, but let's say for leave encashment, provision is not required, for example.
Yes.
So what we can do is, while post, what we'll do in leading ledger,
Yes,
we will
sir.
not post any accounting entry.
Okay.
Okay, but for
Hmm.
non-leading ledger, we'll post a accounting
Post.
entry.
Yes.
So now, if we take the balance sheet,
Hmm.
so let's say I want to take balance sheet for, let's say, US company code.
Hmm.
So what I will do is I will select ledger equal to ZL.
Hmm.
Okay. So if
Yes.
we select ledger as ZL, what I will get is I will get complete balance sheet trial balance at as per US GAAP.
Yes. Can.
Okay.
Yes.
Another benefit is that I can also have we can also give we can also map we can also map the accounting year, okay, at ledger level. So if you see for India, the
Hmm.
financial year or accounting year is April to March, right?
April to March. Yes.
But for US, it is, I'm not sure, but it is Jan to December,
Okay.
correct?
Calendar. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think
Hmm.
either it is July to June or Jan to December, I'm not sure, but it is different from April to March. Okay,
Okay.
so here the another benefit is that we can also give the different financial year to the leading ledger.
Hmm.
Okay, so here it will do what will it do? It will select ZL and it can also report the finance the financial statement for Jan to December period. Okay,
Hmm.
if we would have attached only the leading ledger, let's say
Yes.
for TCS company code, if you would have activated only the leading ledger, then
Yes.
this functionality would not have been available. Okay,
Okay.
because for leading ledger, you can have only one financial year can be extended, and that has to
Okay.
be that has to be uniform across all the company codes.
Hmm.
Okay? So let's say if we have another subsidiary called TCS UK,
Hmm.
so here also we can give different financial year
Okay.
to the non-leading ledger. But for leading ledger, there is a constraint. Okay,
Hmm.
so for leading ledger, we can have only one financial year that can be mapped.
Okay.
Clear this all this concept, ledger and accounting principle.
Sir, can you please explain uh, which one? For any transaction where the treatment is different and the entry can be posted only to the non-leading ledger. This
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
I'm a
will
little
tell.
bit confused.
Yeah. So, but before that, we need to first configure the this ledger and accounting principle. Then only we can post the different accounting entries.
Okay.
Okay, but I will show you where how it is possible. Is for those the transaction code is FB50L.
FB50L.
So here there is a concept called ledger group.
Okay.
So here you can select the second ledger, the non-leading ledger.
Okay.
So what it will do is it will post to that particular ledger only. Otherwise, if you see any transaction,
Yes.
any normal transaction in SAP,
Yes.
in none of the case is it asked for ledger here.
Okay.
So imagine, let's say, a company where we had two ledgers activated.
Yes. Yes.
So what system will do? It will automatically post entry to both the ledger. It will not even ask you.
ओके हाँ ये कंफ्यूजन था फिर
Yeah, yeah.
यस
And if you run any of the new T codes, na,
यस
let's say for ledger, to view the ledger, there is a T code called FAGLL03. Okay,
ओके यस
so here you will get the option to select the ledger here.
ओके
Okay, so if you select only non-leading ledger, then you can check the balances in non-leading ledger.
नॉन लीडिंग नेचर
Okay, similarly, if you run the trial balance,